Oh, I believe that Lionel Messi is a prophet. And I'm not looking at it from the football angle. I'm looking at it from the pastor's angle. And we can see clearly that his life and the things he has survived and how this young Lamine Yamal became the closest to Messi in terms of his everything. There is something we call impartation. Because it can be ordinary and it can be normal. Look, Messi is a Christian, and I believe that he has an anointing for football because his style of play and the things he went through, without the anointing of God, you cannot go through that. And look at the way the Lamine Yamal's mother was able to win a lottery, and it was Messi that Barcelona chose to come and take pictures with this 3-month-old baby.
We visited Joan Monfort in his photography studio in the middle of Barcelona. He showed us a series of images he took in October 2007. Then 20-year-old Lionel Messi posing with a 3-month-old and his mother. The family had won a raffle to appear alongside a Barca player in a UNICEF calendar. That chubby-cheeked baby? Impossibly, it's Lamine Yamal.
What are the odds that you have Lionel Messi on the verge of stardom with Lamine Yamal now on the verge of stardom?
Es como si ganaras la lotería, ¿no?
It's like winning the lottery. It's a 1 in 10 million chance.
Y no sé.
They post the pictures and you will see Messi bathing. They call it bathe for Lamine Yamal. That action, I tell you, is baptism. We call it baptism in Christianity. And that baptism and the way he carried him for pictures, listen carefully. Something came upon the boy. You will see him, even as a little boy, how exceptional he was among his peers. Now go back to the history. Nobody in his family played football before. Nobody. And clearly, if he has not met Messi and was bathed for or baptized and imparted with the anointing, I don't think he will get this far at this speed.
Did you know that Messi gave a special gift to Lamine Yamal? When Messi became World Cup champion, his wife Antonella assured that Messi's boots would go to the museum they have at home, along with the jersey he wore in that final. However, Barcelona player Lamine Yamal revealed in an exclusive interview a very special gesture from the Argentine. I asked Messi on WhatsApp to give me a jersey from the World Cup final to keep as a memento of the greatest moment in football. He told me, "Don't worry, I have one for you." He sent it to me with Xavi, who surprised me during training. I was shocked because he sent it so quickly. Now I keep the jersey of the greatest moment in football in my room, the moment that finally made Messi a world champion, he stated. Now, Lamine Yamal cherishes that Argentina number 10 jersey with great affection. In fact, he has it framed in his room, and in a few years, it will undoubtedly be one of the most valuable pieces in football history. Its sentimental value makes it even more unique, representing not only football greatness, but also a personal connection with Messi.
There's something supernatural about it. I get my point. So, people may say that, oh, as a pastor, you don't, as a Christian, you don't have to even touch the pastor's shirt and nothing is there, nothing on my altar. Look, it's not true. It's not true. Me, if I see Dr. Mensah Tobe, if I meet him, I will hold his shoe, because to do the things he has done, it cannot be ordinary. I believe in anointing and impartation by this particular story. Sir, just look at the similarities, the positions, how Messi would do it the same way. No, this means there's impartation.
Why did Lamine Yamal
Just look at
celebrate
it.
his goal
Just watch it carefully.
with his hands raised toward the sky today against Saudi Arabia? The celebration immediately sparked reactions from fans around the world. In the World Cup match between Spain and Saudi Arabia, the young Spanish prodigy finally made the starting lineup after a quiet performance in the previous game, and he didn't waste any time making his mark. Spain ran riot with a goal from Yamal just 10 minutes into the game, followed by a brace from Oyarzabal, and finally a superb strike from Cucurella. But what caught the most attention was Yamal after scoring his very first World Cup goal with a cool sliding finish. Immediately after scoring, he raised his hands to the sky, mimicking Lionel Messi's iconic celebration. It was a powerful gesture, paying tribute to his idol and one of the greatest players in soccer history.
If you see Messi and how he takes care of people on the field of play, the same way Lamine Yamal, same thing. It is an impartation. In fact, and it is real. This is practical for us to see it. I get my point. That imagine that the time when Messi took these pictures or so of this boy, Messi was 19 or 20, and the jersey that Messi used to wear was jersey number 19. To fast forward, today the boy is also either 19 and wearing jersey number 19, and the finals of the World Cup, after all the permutations and calculations and Ghana breaking our heart, the date for the World Cup final was on the 19th of this month of July. Tell me it's coincidence. 19. And mind you, the guy is wearing the jersey number 19 today. And whenever he scores a goal, he honors his father. You will see how he will kneel and raise his hand the same way Messi does it. One football analyst will compare how many footballers will tackle this Lamine Yamal at each point. 5-4-3 players, and this guy will dribble and come out just the same way Messi does it.
Lamine Yamal against Uruguay. Group stages of the World Cup. Being marked by 4 players. Lionel Messi in the World Cup final against Germany. Being marked by 4 players. Brother, if this doesn't begin to reveal, bro, that the closest that we have to Messi is Lamine Yamal, then I don't know what does, bro. Because here's the thing, bro. I've seen this same Uruguayan side against Messi multiple times. And I've seen how they mark Messi. And I've seen how they play against Messi. I've seen how ruthless they play against Messi. And that same level of ruthlessness that we see against Messi is the same that we saw against Lamine yesterday, bro. Lamine was always being marked by at least 4 players. And yet he was still able to create danger for Spain, not being 100% on form. I'm telling you, bro, the closest thing that we have to Messi, person that we have to Messi, is Lamine Yamal, bro. Lamine Yamal and Messi are the only players that need to be marked with at least 4 players, bro. Not even Mbappe gets marked with 4 players, because Mbappe's not that type of player. He's a finisher. He's not this type of player. Vinicius Jr. even. Literally, I've never seen Vinicius Jr. being marked like this. I think that this begins to point that Lamine Yamal will have maybe a close career to the one of Messi. Maybe I'm exaggerating.
I don't think it's just ordinary. It's because of the anointing. I'm telling you. And Messi, we look at the things he has done underground. One of the stories I will just show you, how he treated Ronaldinho, one of my favorite players of all time. That guy could play football, and I was a footballer before. Yeah. And this guy got to his lowest of low. When Ronaldinho became something that people now don't want to do anything with him, Messi stood by him. And he said, you can hear the video. Watch his story.
Messi paid my bail to get me out of prison. When I stepped outside, I was broken, with no money, with no one. Nothing remained but shame, but Messi did not forget me. He was the one who paid my bail. I went to see him, my heart heavy. He gave me a Barcelona jersey signed by him and by some of the legends, and he said to me, "You can sell this. Call the Iconic website. They will help you." The next day, I received their call, but I told them, "No, I cannot sell this. It is a gift. It is from Messi." Then suddenly a bank transfer arrived without me selling anything. I called them. I didn't understand anything. "Why are you sending me money?" They answered calmly. "That was from Messi. He gave us another identical jersey. He wanted you to keep your shirt, but at the same time and to be able to start your life over again." At that moment, I broke down. It wasn't a light tear. No, I collapsed completely, because in that moment, I understood. When everyone turned their backs on me, Messi reached out his hand to me, and that is why he shines not just with his goals, but with his heart.
You get it? So some of these things are sacrifices, and we call it sowing of seeds. Messi has paid the price for Lamine Yamal. Today, they are going to face each other. I don't care how it ends, but the legacy is clear. You know, the other player, Ronaldo, people love Ronaldo. I also like Ronaldo. But listen, we want to look at impact. Impact that came from impartation. Which player is playing today at the highest rank, that we can say that it was Ronaldo that was able to also influence him. I don't want to use the word impart, influence him, and carries the exact style and prototype. Listen, it's serious. This man, yes, I can understand that Ronaldo is a good player, very great player, but Messi has shown that his own was not ordinary. It is from God.
Le agradeciste a Dios. Dijiste, yo sabía, me lo ibas a dar, no sabía que sos muy creyente. Rezás todas las noches. Lo pedís, hablás con Dios. Quiero saber esa.
No, hablo. Sí, siempre le hablo, le agradezco, le pido sobre todo por el bienestar de mi familia, de mis seres queridos. Yo se lo había dicho una vez con Martín Arevalo, tuve una entrevista que le dije, yo sé que Dios me va a regalar un mundial.
¿Por qué lo sabías?
No sé, lo sentía, yo sé que o sabía o presentía que él tenía esto guardado para mí y creo que estaba esperando el momento y creo que no había mejor momento que este.
It is from God. And this World Cup has been tagged one of the most religious World Cups of all time. Why? Because many footballers came forward and they were all giving thanks to Jesus. They were all giving thanks to Jesus. Footballers would gather and pray. Our Ghana player, the goalkeeper, for example, he was powerful. Gather and pray, and it was powerful. But then the highlight of the World Cup, I tell you, is Lionel Messi, the prophet. I believe he's a prophet, and I'll not be surprised. Seeing his pictures that he's in church, going to church, people will think that following Christ is a waste of time. You have to change your mind though, because there's a gift that only Jesus can give you. So listen, you can also look at it and learn that as a Christian, believe in impartation. During Messi's beginnings, he was rejected because he had a sickness, a very serious sickness that could not let him grow tall among all his people. It was his grandmother that was always pushing. You can play. And one time they said that the coach wouldn't want to let him play with the children, and the grandmother shouted, "Why wouldn't you let my grandson play? He can play." And they put him in, and that's where they saw the magic of Messi. I get my point. So Messi, not only that, but he has to inject himself because of this particular sickness. Every night, imagine you are as a young boy, a young chap. You have to be personally, because father was not available, mother was not present. He has to inject his legs every night before he sleeps, just to allow him to be able to play football. That is a huge sacrifice. And so he himself will say that these things I have gone through, I know it was God. That's how you believe in God. That's how you believe it was Jesus. That's how you believe that it was, if it wasn't for Jesus, he wouldn't get this far. Injected the legs that became golden legs. See, sometimes Satan will want to put you through things, If you don't take care, you will just abandon your faith. You abandon your faith. But Messi stood his ground. And as a child, look, he knew something about him. It was unique and special. You can see him when he's on the ball. It's as if his legs and the ball are glued together. We will want to go. I play football a little bit. And I was a great player. I could have been Messi back today. But listen, to go play normal football in Ghana, for my place, you have to go to Juju. Coaches have to go and see Juju people. They will come and bring you some water. You have to bath some, for it that water, perfumes, and you have to tie some things. Football. And it wasn't working for me. It was not working for me. I was great. You can go and ask. Yeah. But I had to stop because it was becoming just every match you play, they have to go and call. You call it ways and means. You can see Ghana players that whilst football is going on, they are on the park spraying powder. If powder can do anything for you, if powder has anything to do for you, but Messi chose Jesus. Messi chose God. And I tell you, all the players that chose God, they are shining. They are doing exceptionally well. And this World Cup proves it. Chofa. Even put chofa. You put chofa. You see when our so-called Kweku Bonsam will come and say that he has tied the legs of one of the players. And he was trending. I mean, what is this? What is this? Some prophets also won't claim that, oh, they're giving us victory. No. Please. We are back home. It's technicality. And I will tell you, if you're a prophet, I will tell you that for Ghana football to even go anywhere, they have to reconcile with that man. That GFA boss that they have disgraced through a Nazis expose. That man carried the keys to Ghana's football excellence. I will tell you the truth. Except they make peace with him and get him integrated. Alright? Because football, yes, it has its supernatural side. And that's why I don't really want to get engaged with it so much. Because this thing can make the world stand still. That is power. That is power. And when they are not shouting for Jesus and they are shouting for football, you can't find me there. But I just want to pass through and tell you that this guy called Lionel Messi is a prophet. Yeah. I thank God for Lionel Messi and I wish him all the best. This is just my Christian perspective and tip to the whole World Cup thing. Because this is what I could see as a prophet. I could see that this guy, he's not ordinary. This is anointing. And I honor anointings. God bless you. My name is Daniel Makrabai. Mechiao. Bye for now.